Our Commander-in-Chief, Barack Hussein Obama, took to the podium in the White House press room and, among other things, said this.
As an initial step, I'm authorizing sanctions on Russian officials, entities operating in the arms sector in Russia, and individuals who provide material support to senior officials of the Russian government.
All right, so he's authorized sanctions, and then the U.S. made the list known. And there you see them, these 11 people who most of us have never heard of. And here's the embarrassing thing, okay? The Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, Dmitry Rogozin, tweeted, all right? So when the leader of the United States of America steps in it that deep that a tweet is going to make international news, you know that it's embarrassing, okay? And I'm really and honestly ticked that somebody at the State Department approved this and thought that this would be a good idea. So here is what the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister said. Comrade Obama, what should those who have neither accounts nor property abroad do? Have you thought about it? I think the decree of the President of the United States was written by some joker. And he's right. These, you know, did anyone do a background check? Did anyone take a look and say, well, let's actually look and see if they have any assets that we can freeze or any property that we can take? And so the Russians, almost like some Shakespearean comedy, are now creating their own list of, and Dick Durbin is going to be on that list of people that they're going to sanction. It really now is becoming comical. And John McCain is saying, well, I think that I'll be on that list. I want to make a personal plea to whoever in Russia is drafting this American list. Please, please, don't put McCain on the list. Please. He's such a squish. He's not a threat to you. You know that. And we don't want him to be puffed up and bolstered because he's been so wretched. He really has been. Don't give him the honor of being on a short list from Russia of those who Russia is going to sanction. All right. Russia has said, of course, in one of its news broadcasts, you probably have also heard that Russia is one of the only nations, or maybe the only nation, that could turn America into radioactive ash. So we don't want that, all right? We do not want a hot war. A cold war means that there's people at each other's throat, but no one's firing. It's not a hot war. We do not want a hot war with Russia. And if cooler heads prevail, we won't have one. But Crimea is gone, people. It's gone. And the fact that European nations or America is saying that they're not going to recognize Crimea being a part of Russia, it's ludicrous. It's absurd. It's absurd. So all you have to do is think through what we would do if there was a hostile nation that emerged to our north. But I think that there's one other implication here. Obama keeps saying this is against international law. I have a master's degree in diplomacy and international terrorism, and I'm not sure what international law he's referring to, okay? Or what one he's misreading. Clearly, the people of Crimea overwhelmingly want to be a part of Russia. And they got their wish. I think, I could be totally wrong, but I think this has to do with Texas. If people, or some other state in the Union, Hawaii, I mean, there's a secessionist movement in Hawaii. It's been alive ever since America stole Hawaii. If the people of Hawaii or the people of Texas voted to leave the Union, is Obama going to say it's a violation of international law? Is he going to, by force, keep them in? In other words, what Obama's saying is the inverse is also true. If Crimea can't go to Russia, Can Texas or Hawaii leave America? I'm going to take a break. This is the Voice of Resistance.